Ladies and gentlemen, politics is a dirty game. Yesterday, I did a video on this platform about Johnson Sakaja and Polycarp Igathe, and how Polycarp Igathe was going to embarrass him in Nairobi. And I gave several reasons why I strongly believed that Sakaja was going to be humiliated. And one of the reasons I gave was the involvement of the deep state. That the deep state was keen on tarnishing the name of Johnson Sakaja. And they were releasing secrets, dossier after dossier on Sakaja. So today, the degree certificate which was issued to Johnson Sakaja from Tim's University in Uganda has been revoked by the Commission of Higher Education in the country. What next for Johnson Sakaja? I don't want to go into that for now. Today, I want us to look at something which took place yesterday in Kakamega. For those who understand and follow the politics of this country very closely, Kakamega County is one of the counties which are being watched and monitored very closely, politically speaking. And on Sunday, the Deputy President and Musalia Mudavadi led the entire Kenya Kwanza brigades in Bukungu Stadium. That event was hugely mobilized, was hugely successful, and majority of Kenyans assumed that Kakamega was now going to be a Kenya Kwanza zone. The Deputy President and his brigades then left. So yesterday there was an event which was organized in one of the constituencies in Kakamega County, Matungu constituency. That event was attended by the gubernatorial candidate for Kakamega, the Kenya Kwanza gubernatorial candidate, Senator Cleophas Malala, and Boni Khalwale. And when Boni Khalwale took the microphone to speak, he mentioned something which didn't go down well with Cleophas Malala. According to Khalwale, Boni Khalwale himself, Cleophas Malala, and Baraza, the ODM gubernatorial candidate, are both sons and daughters of Kakamega. And therefore, the residents are free to choose one of them. Cleophas Malala interpreted that to mean that Boni Khalwale was actually endorsing Fernando's Baraza. But Boni Khalwale has explained that what he did was informed by the ground, that the place where they were is actually Baraza's stronghold. And for you to capture the attention of the people and for them to listen to you, he needed to do that. But Malala was very angry and bitter because he's the one who organized that particular event. So he had to eject Boni Khalwale. Watch very briefly before we proceed.
Yinta Khalwale ndimwana muluya kurla Kakamega, Malala kurla Kakamega, Fernandes Baraza kurla Kakamega, ubosi kukhaba abuami, mweuli mukhuti, mundu mulai, abe obama office, amulinde, Mimi Khalwale. I am the best performing legislator in the history of Kenya. Muriyomnonya sayamrin. Huyu anasema nini sasa huyu? Hapa kura ni kwa Cleo, si ndio? Wangapi wanasema Cleo Malala? Aache kuchanganyikiwa, si ndio? Hapa mtasimama na mimi. Anachanganyikiwa, si ndio? Hapa ni kwangu. Hii ni bedroom yangu. Kama nakula pande mbili aseme bwana. Hapa mimi ni kwangu, si ndio? Wapi wanasema Cleo Malala tuone? Nataka nikisema Cleo unasema governor. Nikisema governor unasema Cleo. Cleo! Governor! Matungu mnasemaje? Cleo Governor.
Khalwale must go! Khalwale must go! Khalwale must go! Khalwale must go! Khalwale must go!
Sisi tumeamua tunataka
Now, I want us to try and dissect that particular incident. Before we do that, in case you're watching this channel for the first time, I want you guys to take a second or two, click the subscribe button, so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue to thank you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. And I want to thank you so much. Please accept it. It's deep down from my heart. I want to ask you for a favor. Give this particular video thumbs up. I'm seeing so many people are already asking me what next for Johnson Sakaja. Please, what do you think should Johnson Sakaja do after that communications? Because he still has several options. Maybe I'll be taking a bit of time to read your comments. What next for Sakaja? Now, let us get back to serious business. What do you think is going in the mind of William Ruto after seeing whatever took place in Kakamega? What do you think is going in the minds of Musalia Mudavadi and Wetangula after seeing what took place in Kakamega? I'm asking this question because when the deputy president was in Kakamega and I did a comprehensive analysis, I pointed out that William Ruto did something which to me he's not been doing. He paraded all aspirants from all political parties in Kakamega. In Rift Valley, the deputy president has always been consistent that the region should vote for UDA candidates. In the larger Mount Kenya region, the deputy president is also insisting on UDA candidates. But when he was in Kakamega, I saw him introducing various candidates. And I was like, why would the deputy president do this? If anything, if this place is for UDA, why not just ask them to vote UDA? If it's for ANC, why not just ANC party? That is actually what is causing the problem in Kakamega. So the question is, why would Boni Khalwale campaign for ODM candidate who was not even there? In my view, several reasons. And of course, this was not the first time Boni Khalwale was advocating for Baraza. He has been doing that severally. Why would he do that? Number one, forced marriage. The truth of the matter is that ANC party and UDA party formed Kenya Kwanza. The other truth is that that marriage was not ordained. It was a forced marriage. That's the reality. The truth of the matter is that Musalia Mudavadi was broke. That's according to his close ally, Honorable Agoi of Sabatia constituency. He explained to Kenyans that Musalia Mudavadi was broke and therefore could not fund a presidential candidate. I mean, his presidential bid. And therefore, they had to look for options. And the only option for them was in UDA. Because remaining with ODM party meant that probably they were not going to get them funding and the rest. And of course, Raila Odinga would still overrun them in Kakamega. So that marriage was forced. William Ruto really needed the Western Kenya bloc. Because the truth is, with whatever is happening in the mountain, William Ruto needed a place where he could at least get some votes to cover for any loss in the mountain. The deputy president understood that as long as Uhuru Kenyatta is supporting Raila Odinga, there were people who are going to vote for Raila Odinga. And the deep states were also going to try not to embarrass Uhuru Kenyatta in his backyard. So he went for Western. So he needed someone who could help him deliver Western. And that's how the deputy president ended up signing that agreement with the ANC party. So in ANC, they believe Musalia Mudavadi, while people like Boni Khalwale believe in Ruto. And of course, if you look at these guys, they've spent a lot of their time, resources campaigning for UDA. So Mudavadi coming and just taking control of Kenya Kwanza is something they are not really for. So it's forced marriage. Number two, I strongly believe that there is also the scramble for campaign money. William Ruto is not a mean guy when it comes to campaign money. The truth of the matter is that as the gubernatorial candidate, William Ruto is now channeling majority or most of the funding through Malala. He's told, okay, Indio Pesa, organize events. So he invites Khalwale. Previously, what used to happen, William Ruto would deal directly with Boni Khalwale. And because that's now happening, because of those changes, I think Boni Khalwale is not happy. He's very bitter. And that's why at any slightest opportunity, he's hitting badly on Cleophas Malala. Number three, and this is what majority of the people from the larger Western Kenya are telling me, is that Baraza, the ODM candidate, and the ODM as a political party is still very strong in Kakamega. And Boni Khalwale is being told on the ground that you have a chance, we can elect you as a senator because you are the best. That's why in his speech, he talked of being the best legislator in the country. He's being told that for you, we don't have a problem electing you. But tying your campaigns to Malala, we are not going to do that. Because remember, even when for the Kenya leader, Moses Wetangula was in one of the constituencies, I think it was in Matungu, and he was randomly asking the residents there who they'll be voting for as their governor. The response was so clear that they are going to vote for Baraza. So Boni Khalwale, being a veteran in politics, understands that for him to succeed, he must align himself. And the only way to align himself is not by antagonizing Baraza. Anything which is doing, which is affecting Baraza in a negative way, will impact on him negatively. So I think the ODM wave and the Baraza wave in Kakamega is the reason Boni Khalwale is trying so hard to appeal to those voting bloc. Because Brian Leshenga is also putting Boni Khalwale under a lot of pressure. He's gaining because of the strength of ODM as a political party. Number four, Boni Khalwale is still very bitter, and that's the truth. Boni Khalwale is bitter because he carried all William Ruto's burden. He decided to start selling Ruto in Western Kenya when nobody was willing to do that. Remember, Boni Khalwale had fallen out with Musalia Mudavadi previously. He was a key player in ANC party. He went to Ford Kenya, also left Ford Kenya. So the truth is, Boni Khalwale is still very bitter by the fact that he is the one who carried all the burdens of UDA, being associated with Ruto at that time, sold Ruto, and when the time comes, Musalia Mudavadi is forcing Ruto to appoint Malala. So I think Boni Khalwale is keen on punishing. Boni Khalwale is keen on punishing Musalia Mudavadi. Let us wait and see how this whole thing is going to unfold. And lastly, and this is the truth, there is cold war in ANC party and UDA party in the entire Western Kenya. These guys are fighting. Which party should carry the day? If you ask UDA candidates, they will tell you that they are the strongest in the region. If you ask ANC party, they will tell you that Western is an ANC zone. So they are actually fighting. And there's nothing William Ruto can do, because William Ruto cannot tell Boni Khalwale not to run. He cannot tell, for example, he cannot withdraw that Sabatia candidate, UDA candidate. But that Sabatia UDA candidate is likely to defeat Musalia Mudavadi. So that Cold War is what we are witnessing being extended outside here. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. Thank you guys, and please, may you have a good day. Bye-bye.